Jet asked me if I wanted to check out this guitar. So I was quite taken aback by their new Elite series. I checked out the Golden Telly, you might have seen that or you may have not, and also there was one other that was more stratty, but really impressed with the higher end Jet stuff. The question for me with another brand that I did some stuff with recently was like, does the more expensive stuff carry up like the value proposition, where, you know, the cheap end kind of Jet stuff or other brand stuff as well is really impressive for the money, but as you ramp up in terms of price, do you still get that same feeling of value from the guitars? I think that's a really tricky thing to do, but luckily with this one I am really impressed by it.
This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
I opened it up out the box yesterday. It arrived basically in tune. Check this out. Kind of nearly in tune. This is a sponsored video, but I tell you if there are any problems. Speaking of which, The only thing of note that I wanted to report with this was that this pickup switch, I think, may have had a little bit of moisture in it or something, because it was a little bit in the middle of a take, did something funny. So I'll just show you that now. In the interest of full transparency. However, like onto the guitar itself, it's two-piece mahogany body, a really nice lightweight feeling guitar actually. So you think mahogany, you might think it'd be heavy, but it's actually just not. Two-piece mahogany, as I said, it's got a really nice kind of super stratish vibe to it. Finishing wise, very good. It's an indigo blue maple top, and then it's kind of like the elliptical C Suhr neck. I think you can definitely tell that this is very much inspired by a Suhr guitar, even down to the headstock. And then locking jet tuners and a nut which looks like it belongs on a slightly more expensive guitar. This is, you know, getting to the price of like a PRS SE DGT, like up at that sort of end, or you know, the higher end SE stuff. So you want it to be a really good guitar, and actually I was super inspired by the tones from it. In particular, the kind of clean, glassy tones, really like those. It's got Alnico pickups in it, but they're not really branded as anything specifically. Quarter sawn maple neck, which is notable. It's kind of got a bit of flame to it as well. You get the Jet soft case, which is actually pretty good quality. Very much like a PRS kind of case as well. And Goto style trem here, although I don't think it is actually Goto branded, but sort of like the 510, as in two posts and then a sort of screw-in trem arm. But in general, what's most important about it, you know, did the guitar feel lively to play? Yes. Does it stay in tune? Yes. Is it inspiring to play? Yes. So lots of good things about this guitar. The neck shape in particular I'm quite comfortable with. It's on the slim side, as you'd expect for a Super Strat style guitar, but plays really comfortable. The fret ends, like on most Jet guitars that I've played, are really clean, and just clean, tidy work in general on this guitar, which is good to see. And I have to say, it inspired me more than a recent guitar that I picked up that was, you know, a brand that are known for slightly more cheaper guitars that are then ramped up price to put out a more expensive option. This one, I think, is fantastic. Also, at this kind of price, you might be able to pick up like various Ibanez guitars, and I think actually this, to me, stands above those in terms of quality as well. Not going to be in terms of resale price, but if you like the guitar, then maybe that doesn't matter quite as much. Or it might be an argument to try and grab one of these used if you can find one. But yeah, I kind of think of it as a little bit of an Ibanez killer. And also even, you know, like a Suhr these days, like a Suhr Modern, which I guess would be the take on this, they're kind of like £3,500 guitars, right? Very expensive. I think this looks really good, really comfortable to play, easy access up to this 24th fret. As I say, the only real issue that I found was this sort of switcher on one take kind of got a little bit funny. I only did 2 takes, but it got a bit funny, so I wanted to, you know, for the sake of transparency, show that, you know. But very, very, very impressive, and not at all dead feeling, which is kind of the worry for me with a Super Strat. Sometimes you get a guitar and it doesn't feel yeah, another great guitar, made in China, apparently, it says on the back of this boy, but really high quality work, I think, and definitely something I'd be looking at if I was looking for a Super Strat. If you can find one in a shop as well, I'd encourage you to go check out Jet guitars and see what they're about. As I say, a lot of the Ibanezes at this kind of price point, I think would probably be somewhat heavy from the Ibanezes that I played, and I think they're mostly basswood, so no real excuse for them to be heavy. But this is a mahogany body, lightweight, sleek guitar, plays great. I think it sounds really impressive as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you tried one of these, would you try one of these? What do you think of the looks? And what do you think of cheaper guitar brands trying to make more expensive guitars?